Okay, so some guy gets on stage, he's muscular, he's full, he's hard, and peeled to the bone. You're going to give him third over somebody who has smooth glutes, and how is that going to work?
How are you going to enforce it? Actually, guys, Boston, we never reviewed the Texas Pro or the Spain one. Do you want to discuss it briefly?
Yeah, ask Chris if he's down. I'm down.
Chris, are you down to discuss it briefly?
Sure.
So what I'll do is I'll share my screen with you guys. I have some questions I need you guys to explain to me because I don't really understand everything. So first, let's talk about the Open really quickly. Why is Ian Valliere here? Oh, it is Ian Valliere. Yeah. So I'd like to see the comparisons so we can just comment really quick. Can you guys tell me? So I want to understand why did Ian win? Because I see that this guy is much bigger, Kuklo, and he's much better condition.
So this is a hard one. Kuklo has a bigger structure, and he's just overall bigger person, and he definitely has better structure. Obviously, a better back. I think Ian's condition is slightly better. I'm not sure. A lot of people had Kuklo winning, but I personally had Phil winning this again. I mean, Phil's conditioning, his back, his lines. I mean, I don't know. What's your opinion, Chris?
I have Phil winning.
Yeah, okay.
Me too. I thought I'm an idiot because I don't understand bodybuilding.
Well, it's tough. Remember, bodybuilding is subjective, right? You have 5 bodybuilders. You have 5 people who are a fan of bodybuilding, and you go, "Hey, who do you think should have won in Olympia with these top 3 guys?" You're going to get different answers for different reasons because they might have a preference on a specific body part. Like this particular pose, I have Kuklo winning. I think Kuklo looks more balanced. I think he looks more polished. I don't have Phil winning this one.
Yeah, but one thing that people commented, they say Phil's waist is big, but his waist is actually thinner than both of them. It's just like, it just has the ab. I don't know what's going on here exactly. I think that the linea alba. By the way, Boston is peeing. He does this on the show sometimes. Sorry about that, Chris.
The other thing that can occur too in pictures is the picture is snapped at the time that the person's not directly into the pose yet. You know, how many times have I seen pictures of myself and then I watch a video of myself and the video looks completely different than the picture. You know, we're speculating on pictures, breaking down each shot and which person won each shot. You know, this one, I feel like it's between Phil and Kuklo,
Yeah.
I did see the video, by the way, of the whole prejudging, and I had Phil winning because he was so sharp. I mean, I'm a conditioning guy. I know Chris is a conditioning guy too. So the crispness and the dryness, I definitely had Phil Clahar winning.
Okay, I got
you know it is a lot of the guys. You ever notice too, like they judge the rear double bicep and the front double bicep. I feel like sometimes very strongly, more so than other poses, because it just kind of resembles the overall structure and shape,
But those are Ian's worst poses, though.
Yeah. I mean, but the other thing is there's this guy in Classic who Milos says is natural, the winner of Classic, which is
So I heard this, right? And I guess he used to work with Dennis, and I guess he was natural a couple of years ago, but he's not natural now. There's no way. He works with AJ Sims. He put on like
I don't know.
That sums it up.
Yeah, he put on like 30 pounds of muscle or 20 pounds of muscle in like 1 year, Leo.
He has incredible physique though, for the Classic.
Oh, insane physique. His name is like Robert Timms.
Timms, yeah. On the other hand, I know nothing about bodybuilding. So for me, I've always been very confused by Logan Franklin. I'm not to be harsh, but because he talks himself up, so you can be harsh. But basically, like to me, he looks like a guy that shouldn't be in Classic. I know he built all his muscles to try to get wider and stuff, but he's, as you can see, this is a bad picture, but he's not naturally. He doesn't have when he pulls in his waist like here. It looks like he has a small waist, but he doesn't actually. He has a normal hip structure, and he doesn't have a particularly wide upper body. And why do you guys think he has all this?
His conditioning doesn't look that great either. I mean,
it looked good in the video. I mean, he has like a 2-minute posing routine or 3-minute posing routine that's like very artistic. But I don't when I see this, I don't think like, oh, this guy should be in Classic. But people are saying he's supposed to win, or one day he's going to win, or something like that.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Classic is super subjective because you have so many different variations of your classic physique in the top 5. Do you know what I mean? It's like at some point, it's like, how much are you judging with muscularity and condition versus how much are you putting points on a classic shape?
Well, but if you're talking about muscle or shape, I wouldn't imagine that he would be in the running, because you've got right.
The shape compared to Robert Timms.
Yeah, and it's completely different. Well, I feel sorry for him though that he didn't win. He tried very hard. Clearly. Oh, I'm going back to class. I wanted to show you guys the 212 also because I was so impressed with Ahmed. I'm sure you guys saw him, but there's an Arabic guy, so I always get impressed with the Arabs. I'm very proud of them.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
He's incredible, huh?
Look at that shape.
It's incredible.
He's got a more classic shape. Look at that. Look at that.
Right?
Look at those legs, small waist, huge lats.
Incredible. Where did he come from? Do you guys know his history?
No.
I don't. I didn't even hear about this guy till this year.
He's incredible, huh? I don't know who trains him. And then I think I wanted to go. So Guy retired.
Finally.
But out of nowhere, I didn't think he was going to retire.
He's old, man. He needs to retire.
He's 37 or 38.
No, he's in his 40s.
He's older than me.
He's in his 40s.
Are you sure? He's like 40. Well, you have Rolly's 47, I think.
I think Guy Cisternino is in his 40s. I don't think he's in his 30s.
Yeah, I think he is in his 40s. He's older than me. I'm 38. He's older than me. I think he is in his 40s.
Oh, I just realized. You see, he can't pull the pose because of his shoulder. You see that? He's bringing it in a bit. Oh, I just noticed that, poor guy. So, what did you guys think about his showing? What do you think happened to him?
I just think that like it comes to a point in bodybuilding where I think the body just doesn't. It's kind of, I hate to say it, it's going down the hill. You hit your peak and then you're starting to regress, where you've lost that. Like Phil Heath has lost, we saw Phil Heath peak and then we saw him start to regress. I think your body comes to a point, especially with age, where it's just the muscle bellies don't hold up. The body doesn't hold up the same way, doesn't respond the same way.
Interesting. About the Europa, I think that, I don't know who this guy is. But
that's I know who that is. So yeah, I had Rolly winning this show actually. I looked at pictures, but pictures don't tell you everything.
Did you really?
I had Rolly winning this show.
Do you think he regained his size, or what's going on? How did he get so
I don't think he was 100%, but I think he definitely improved.
You mean improved from his last showing?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a crazy side shot for the upper body, huh?
I don't know. Nathan looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, we should look at Nathan. He looks incredible. He gained a lot of size, I think, in his legs, right? Huge legs. Like he spreads them apart.
That shape. That's an unbelievable pose.
The front shots are great for him.
He has a tiny waist, huh? Holy shit. I think the only part that he's lacking is it looks like his hamstrings are a little shallow. That's true.
Shallow from the side?
No, just like they're up and down. Like he does, how like Nick Walker when he hits his back double shot, like his legs are like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like freaking cement blocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I don't have pictures of this, but I want to ask you guys some questions. Do you think that Hassan Mustafa was overlooked? Do you remember? Did you see him there, Boston?
He's not in shape. He's not in shape. But with this new rule about the supposedly they're gonna start.
How are they gonna do that?
Can you guys tell me your opinion of that rule? What's going on?
It's fucking terrible because you don't have to kill yourself to get in shape. So what are they gonna start rewarding people that are fat?
Well, listen. Well, but again, and this is the worst part about that, right? So if you are, it's not going to stop people from doing dumb protocols, right? It's not.
Yeah.
So if they're like, oh, I don't need to be super shredded, so I'll just coast in and just take some extra diuretics or do this crazy protocol to try to dry out. It's not going to protect or stop anybody. Like, it's just not. Like, so some guy gets on stage, he's muscular, he's full, he's hard, and peeled to the bone. You're going to give him third over somebody who has smooth glutes, and like, how is that going to work?
How are you going to enforce it? Actually, yeah, exactly.
It's like, what's the criteria? Like, how soft do you have to be? You know what I mean?
But wait, Chris, what do you think about? I mean, I know nothing, and I suggested something stupid maybe in the podcast, which is I said, like, if there's a coach who's killed a couple of people, you could just ban him. But does that sound ridiculous? I mean, I feel like I don't think that individual competitors are doing crazy dehydration protocols on themselves. Someone's usually guiding them.
This is what I don't understand, and this I really just don't. As you guys know, when somebody does anything verbally in this political climate, they get cancel culture, right? Cancel culture comes out and grabs them, right? In the fitness industry, you get people who are causing clients congestive heart failure, renal failure, in the hospital, death, and then fucking crickets.
Yeah, it's fascinating, right? I know.
Nobody says anything. And then not to mention coaches who are good coaches who are friends with bad coaches don't even say anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what? It's like, yo, bro, your boy over there is like dropping 80 milligrams of Lasix on people. Yeah, he does crazy stuff, but he's all right. Is he all right? I don't know.
That's really true, actually. Yeah.
That's a means protocol. All that.
I was about to say like how people.
He loves that, and look what it did. His guy got like second call outs, and then Amin went on a podcast. Bo sent me the podcast that Amin did, really? And Amin was blaming the judges, saying he should have been in the first call out and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, he wasn't in shape.
Bostin, how did he find that genetic gift of a human being? Because that has nothing to do with Amin. That's because
his good friend Big Ron or whatever, Big Rod, was training that kid in the gym and hooked him up with Amin.
Because he has like a gift. If he can just do his job right, that guy is going to be amazing. And like, you know what we're talking about, Chris?
You know who Amin is, right? Yeah.
No, but you know the competitor who's like, he has like dreadlocks? Yeah, he's huge. Massive guy with a tiny waist.
So much potential. He needs to get rid of Amin, but Amin was on the podcast saying that the judges overlooked him and all this shit.